We're going to show how to apply it. What we're going to do is take this block of wood for demonstration. We're going to make size for it at the top. So, we'll take a piece of acrylic plastic. You can buy it at any hardware store. It's non-expensive. Take it, put a little notch where you want to cut it. I'm going to need 2 of these, I think. Wait, is that long enough? I'm going to do this a little bit different. I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. So we'll go like this, and then I'll go here, and then I'll make a smaller one for the top. And let's see, I'll go like this for the top. There you go. There's my marks. I don't know if you can see them, but there's 3 marks in the plastic, little scratches. I'm going to take a straight edge, just a 2x4. I'm going to take the screwdriver, and with the corner of the screwdriver, I'm going to score the plastic. You can hear the plastic being scored. I'm not pushing down hard. I am pushing down firmly, but not hard. Running it back and forth several times to ensure a good, deep groove. I'll go to my next mark here that I have on the plastic. Again, running it back and forth over the top. You can hear it being scored. Almost sounds like a sick chicken. Go to my next one, if I can see it. Oh, there it is. Again. That's not plastic, that's something on the wood coming off. Okay, now, the key to scoring plastic like this is, after you scored the side, turn it over. Put some pressure on it. It will snap off. Snap off. Snap off. There you go. Now, that didn't break even, but that's okay. We can work with it. So now, let's bring the filler. We have our pieces. We'll stick those over there. We'll bring the filler back on. Okay, here's our wonderful filler. Now again, you can mix this on any flat surface. You could have done it on the plywood, piece of cardboard, whatever you want. I just did this because I had it handy. So, let's take our pieces that we have. We're going to do 2 sides and a top. Kind of pre-fit it. Now you notice that one's not really wide enough. You see the gap in there? So, what you could do is take another piece and score it and snap it. Or I just happen to have, let's see, will this one work? This one won't work, maybe this one will. We'll shuffle them around until we get what we're looking for. We may not have it, so I may take just the big piece, the leftover piece, and use that. See? I can do it that way right there, and that's the way we're going to do it. Okay? So, now I have my pieces, they're cut. I'll stick those aside. I'm going to start applying the filler. Now, when taking the filler, just take a little bit at a time. Take your putty knife, push it on into the wood. Take some more. Now again, this is a little bit harder because this piece of wood is not nailed down, so I have to work with the movement of it. If this were attached to a building, it would be much easier to put this putty knife on. Let's see, let's get some more here. Squeegee it on. We'll pile it on nice and thick. It's like frosting a piece of wood, I guess. You want to go that route? Okay, so there we go. We've got the filler basically where we want it. Now we want to size it. So we take our plastics, we push it up against the filler as tight as you can. Now, what you're going to do is, I'm going to lower these so I can get the top on it. Now, I take the piece of plastic that we had, I'm going to push it up against the filler, letting it squeeze out as much as I can. You see the excess here? You can do one of 2 things with the excess. You can take your putty knife and scrape out as much as you want. Or you can leave it in place and sand it later. But the key to this is, you want to leave it in place, leave the plastic in place until it's fully cured. Once you've done that, the plastic will pop off and you'll have a glass-like finish. Let me show you. So let's put this aside, and I have a piece over here that we did a few days ago. The plastic is still on it, as you can see. There was excess on there. We let it squeegee it out. Now, if you'll notice, you just take an edge, peel it, and voila. You have a glass-like finish. Take the other one, just peels right off. The other one peels right off, and there you go. Glass-like finish. Now you notice here you have edges where the excess is. Now this could easily be knocked off. Well, maybe not easily, but it can be knocked off and sanded.